Mic muted! Mic muted! Mic muted! Beep, 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 beep. Alright, so, hello everyone. I am Fukata Fume, and I definitely did not just fumble. So, before I fumbled, I wanted to show, well, drag you guys into the world of Linux. So, um, if you have some non-verbal reading, you could tell that anyways, we're gonna be installing one of my favorite distros, which happens to be one of the best distros, well, easiest to use distros um so far. This will be okay. So, this is one of the most easiest distros to install Linux. So, what is a distro, first of all? It's like a flavor of Linux, like how there are flavors in an ice cream. Like, there's a vanilla, there's a chocolate, there's a pistachio, and whatnot. This here happens to be one of my favorites. This isn't definitely my favorite of all time. I think we can get to that in the next stream. But this one is recommended for beginners and people who do not want to smash their brains into wall. Believe me, I've been there before. I've been there before, and it isn't very pleasant. So, let's get right into it. So here's Pop! OS. You could see that I have made a virtual machine because I don't have a capture card nor a PC to freely test it on. It basically has the basic specs, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 megabytes of video memory, enable 3D acceleration, and about 64 gigabytes of storage. This is pretty low spec, except for the 8 gigabytes maybe, but actually that's a good video idea. Maybe one Twitch partner, So let's go ahead and start. So I hope we can start from scratch. If we cannot start from scratch, that'll be alright. Because I want to show you guys the installation feature as well in a much more better way. If nar, then that's fine, that's definitely fine. Second of all, I don't know what is happening with my tracking. I don't know if it's going haywire because bada bing bada boom. It just feels jittery, right? It feels jittery. It feels like something's off. I honestly don't know what is off. Maybe if I switch it to the 5G version of my internet. Also, my phone is getting pretty hot. I don't know how that's happening. Okay. Okay, that's in 5G. Think that means my IP has changed. Yep. My IP has changed slightly. I'll just do that quick, and maybe this should be much more better because this one is in a much less lower latency band. Yep. So let me pop up Pop! OS. Ooh, that rhymed. And we could see here the Pop! OS installation screen. You could see that Pop! OS has quite an easy install interface. You could just select your language, English in my case, select your region, Philippines in my case, and the keyboard layout, let's just be English US with the default layout. So, for people who want to dual boot, which that is a different kind of worms, you could do this to partition your drive, or, if you're looking to do a fresh start, you can make a clean install. There you go. It detects our disks, and we are ready to install. We just have to do our name and the password, in which case 1234, because this is a demonstration. Right, encryption, you can do this. This is basically like, just in case if your computer gets stolen, it doesn't leak any of your files. I kind of know what you are hiding there. So, yeah, you better click on encrypt. But for purposes, educational purposes, I will be putting it on do not decrypt just because it makes stuff a little bit more faster. And while we're on the topic, another topic that I do want to talk about is I don't know, like for all of the people there who have been gaming on PC for quite a long time now, let's say maybe like 5, 10 years already, have you ever noticed that when we were on our shit boxes and our potatoes, it was quite fun to play games, even though we were running it at like 10, 20, 30 FPS. But now, you know, we have like RTX graphics cards, we have multiple gigabytes of memory, we have, heck, we even have ray tracing for the more fortunate of us. Some of us even daily drive old powerhouses, and yet we still do not get as much fun as it was before. Well, when it comes to me anyway, I fondly remember like 10 years ago when I was just a wee little Fukato cat um playing Roblox, and it was quite fun. It was quite fun. Actually, it was very fun, especially playing on Lumber Tycoon 2. But now when I revisit it, yeah, it feels nostalgic, but it doesn't feel as fun as it was anymore. Same goes for other games like Killzone Shadowfall, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Combat Evolved, what else? Forza 4, Forza Motorsports 4, Need for Speed Shift. Yeah, all of those games around the late 2000s, early 2010s, around that period where I first started playing. Actually, you could call the mid 2000s one of the first times that I started playing, and doesn't really it doesn't really hit that hard compared to before. I mean, even if you get the same hardware and playing it, you will feel nostalgic, yeah. But other than that, that's basically it. Another thing that I do want to talk about is how could you say this? Finding other VTubers that do this stuff, because honestly, it kind of feels lonely, and I would really love to talk about an operating system or do a build competition, a budget build competition with some other tech VTubers out there. So, if any one of you there are tech VTubers or have stumbled across this clip or video or the whole VOD, or right now actually on your whatevers, please hit me up, please. Yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying with getting fit and whatnot. Honestly, even if I do not achieve the goal of having a body type like um, Makoto Kitsune, well, at least I got fit, much more healthier. I could do much more things. I could run for longer. I could walk for longer. And yapu yapu. I don't know. Uh, anyways, I want this to be more of a informative kind of thing while also be kind of fun. And I don't really want to follow the trend of haha lewd pee. You know, I'm not techie, but I'm open to budget working options for functioning and convenient setups. Yeah, actually, I think we can talk about that briefly after we are done with um, doing all of this. Oh, continue setting up. Yep. So we're just gonna restart our device right here. And see, look how easy that was. I can do a whole speech easily, and Papa OS just installs right in front of our eyes. Though, for the people out there, why Linux? Why Linux? Honestly, if you want my opinion, Windows is good. Yeah, Windows does most of the tasks, and I think is the most widely used one right now. But there are some drawbacks to using Windows. One of them is it kind of being unstable. I know, yes, Windows 11 at its current state or Windows 10 is quite stable. It's just that along the road, things get really broken. Like, I'm talking about not responding, some registry files, or I mean, like, basically the computer not computering. Yeah. Not only that, there has been reports of some spyware on Windows. So for people who are privacy conscious, they want all of their privacy and whatnot. Yeah, Windows may not be it for you, or you know, you just want to try a new experience, right? You want to see how Linux is like without all of the hassle and whatnot. So basically, Pop! OS. What else could you ask for? I mean, yes, there's Arch, but I'll get into that. I'll get into that in the next time we talk about this. But as you could see here, everything is quite Gucci. I can attest 1013 Windows test an hour ago. It's at its last life. Like, what you mean as defective? What in the world is happening to your what's happening to your 1030 Fuyu? Is it like dying? Cause my 1030 was quite strong. I like overclocked the snot out of that boy. I really like to push things over its limit, but without it breaking. But I did break quite a few PC parts along the way. Yeah, Crash, how many times tonight? Maybe you should really try reinstalling Windows. If you do not want Linux, yeah, try and reinstall Windows. But yeah, here is what your read screen is after you just installed. It will guide you through Pop! OS. You could have no dock, just have your whole workspaces and applications. Extend dock to edges gives you that Windows 11 kind of feel from edge to edge. Or you could have that Mac OS kind of feel where it's floating. Yes. So I like the Mac OS kind of feel, so I'll set it to dock doesn't extend to edges. I personally don't like the workspaces button. I think this one is like the desktops feature on Windows, and the applications button is like pressing the applications button on your phone. It basically shows everything. So just for simplicity's sake, we're gonna do that. Gestures, yes, we could choose flashbang light mode. I don't know why you would want to choose light mode. And then there's dark mode, which is the factually superior one. If it isn't, fight me. Okay. Privacy, yes, we want privacy here. And I turned off location services, but if you want to turn that on, you can gladly do so. Time zone, I am in Manila. Connect to my online accounts. We'll just skip that for now and start using Pop! OS. So this is basically the whole screen. Actually, I'm gonna insert guest additions so that we could have a smoother experience here. For the people who are installing this on real hardware, you don't have to. Don't worry, you don't have to. This is basically just a virtual machine thing, so you don't have to worry about anything. Looking cutesy now for the OS so far. Oh, it could get more cutesy. It can get more cutesy. I think, well, it's only been 14 minutes. So I think I can do some modifications here and there. Certificate. I have no. Is it this one? Oh, no. It's autorun.sh. Chotomate ne. Sudo su. And then autorun.sh. Nope. Option is the what? But it's here. Okay. Maybe we'll just run this program. There we go. It wasn't that complicated, wasn't it? But don't worry. This boy can get much more cute. I personally like this kind of desktop when it comes to Linux. But if you want light, I can show you light. I can show you light next time. I can show you light. Oh. Honestly, one of the things that I really love about Linux is how customizable it is. Like, I think a lot of you peeps right now have Android phones. Yeah, and with Android phones, like, you can install launchers on it, you can install custom theme packs, you can basically change everything on your Android phone, on your Samsung. Um, well, you can do that. You can do that with Linux. Well, you can also do it in in Windows, but the process is much more harder, and you have a bigger risk. You have a bigger risk to mess things up. Press return to close this window. So I think everything should be all good. We just have to like restart. Yep. Okay. So we're just loading things. Should just take a while. Also, kind of an out of context thing, but Vinian seems to be working correctly. So I'm gonna say something good about Vinian as long as it works correctly and doesn't lag. I really like tracking that Vinian does. I mean, like, look at that. Look at that boy. That boy is smooth. That's a smooth boy. It also has like a lot of effects too that is quite fun to play with. So swervy indeed. Okay. Alright, so Fukato, sign in. Bada bing bada boom. Are you there? Hello? There you go! Okay. So I think we could adjust the screen size already. Just close that. And it doesn't want to close. There you go. Now you close. Display settings. Okay, let's put that boy like to 1280 by 720 so that you guys can see clearly without being yeeted. Let's try that 1366 by 768. You guys get something a little bit more than 720p. Would you look at that? Lucky you guys. Okay. Nope, do not move the Fukato. No, not the Fukato. The screen. Okay, maybe just extend it a little bit more so that it... There you go. 1371 by 768. Weird resolution, but alright. So here's the Pop OS desktop. It's a little bit blurry, but if I go anything lower than this, you guys wouldn't even see the UI correctly. So here's Pop OS. It's quite familiar, especially if you have been using Mac. So your applications is all here. You could search whatever. It has Firefox pre-installed, so that's great. They have their own store called the Pop Shop, which they have a lot of stuff that is useful: finance, graphics, audio, accessories, internet, media production, office, video, system. Basically, it do a lot. It do a lot. Maybe not as much as Windows at this point, but even then, Linux can emulate Windows without needing to run a virtual machine. So that is quite a big thing. That is quite a good thing. Even as Visual Studio Code. So, before we get into all of the customizations, let's just see what we can do. Let's see what we can do on Linux. So, since this is Pop OS, meaning that this is also Ubuntu, Um, Ubuntu is like a flavor of Linux. This is like a flavor of a flavor of a flavor. So Pop! OS is a flavor of Ubuntu, which is a flavor of Debian, which is a flavor of Linux. So there's a lot of flavors going on. You don't have to worry about that. Just you're good. You're good. So if you need a system update, you can go here, update your stuff. You go here to do your browsing and whatnot. And if you want to play some games as well, you have Steam. Steam is supported on Linux. And I think ever since the Steam Deck existed, they really have been pushing for Linux support. Because I think the Steam Deck is in it's Linux. Yeah, it's Linux too. So install Steam. Yep. Also, yep, it's available on Windows, macOS Chromium, and yeah, should download the deb. Okay. This is basically how you install Steam. Just the same thing as Windows. Yep, so Eddie's gonna install that for you. Just have to do that, just like the Windows thingy should install, and there you are on your way. If you want to stream as well, OBS works as well on Linux. See, they even have um their own version of OBS. Could just click on that, I think. Flat hub. Do we need a flat hub? Oh, I Well, I think I can try and teach how to flat hub. Basically, it's just if you have a brain and you know how to use the brain, it's good. Oh, there, install Flatpak. Wow, okay, that is convenient. I think Pop! OS has a feature where it installs Flatpaks apparently. That's useful. I was going to do a tutorial, but it works. It just works. This is much more usable than what I thought it would be. Is it trying to download 2 Flatpaks? Nope. Okay, it's trying to install 2 things at once, but eventually it should work. Bada beam, bada boom. Come on. Come on. We'll just like leave them there for now. Yeah, we're just gonna leave them there. They'll be fine. Don't worry. Yeah, okay. They're fine. They're fine. I think you can. Do they have the extensions? Yep, they have the extensions. So you can customize your desktop using the extensions. What this basically does is, you could modify it to your liking. There's a lot of modifications that you can do. Too many for me to count. But we can try and do something. I think, do we need to install the wait Genome extensions? I'm not sure if they fixed that yet or if they haven't. Yep, they haven't yet. But don't worry, this doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It is what they should I think that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. One of the good things is dash to dock. No, there's already a dash to dock. What's that? Blur my shell. There you go. This thing makes it quite good. It just basically makes everything have a blur. Yep, now we have blur my shell. It's okay if things are laggy here. This is a virtual machine at the end of the day. A VirtualBox virtual machine. If you guys want me to install this on real actual hardware, 100 followers. 100 followers. But for now, it ain't doing the thingy. It ain't doing the thingy. There you go. Sigma? Okay. No, don't be like that, Fugato. Don't be like that, Fugato. You could also enable dash dock to blur, which is a bit finicky. But we can leave that off for now. I think dash to dock has a setting to individually blur that too. If you want, you can also just make it completely transparent like that. Feels weird not being able to touch it, but that's one thing. So for me, I just want kind of a blur with some kind of brightness and a bit of noise to add that grainy look. Just a little bit of noise. There you go. Oh, there. We could brighten up the noise. I like brightened noise. Okay. So that's one of the things. A cosmic dock. Pop shell. What happens if we disable cosmic dock? Then we'll just have no dock. Okay, that's good. That means we can install dash to dock. Here's dash to dock. What this basically does is puts another dock on the desktop in place of the one that we installed. No, the one that was pre-installed. Anyway. Whew. Is it there? Hey, it's there. It peaked. It was... Hey there, Kate. It did IntelliHide. So here is what the new dock looks like. We can edit it to make it a bit more good. Icon size limit, we could put that to like 32 to make it not obnoxiously big. And what we could do as well is compact it. Shrink the dash. There you go. Opacity dynamic. Fixed. This ain't perfect, but it do the job. Come on, maybe like 60? There we go, it do the job. Also restart, fine. I'll let it restart. Wait, is it not restarting? Wait, we'll restart just in case. Okay. So, I know that may sound like a mouthful, but no worries. If you have any questions, just either let me know in the chat or let me know in the comments. If you have anything in the comments, yeah, that I'll be able to respond to that as soon as I can. I really like the tracking of my model. Wait. Okay, Fugato is back. Should I I think I put my actual password in there, but don't worry, at least nobody saw it. Pop OS? Yep, it is Pop OS. Honestly, Pop OS is one of the most easiest Linux distros that I can recommend right now. Um, the other one, I think I'll just leave it as a secret for now, just for next time. But the reason why I really recommend this because number one, it's Ubuntu, so you can't go wrong with Ubuntu. Sure, it's not the most optimized like Arch. I mean, it's not the most customizable like Arch. Um, it isn't something quirky like Fedora, but does it get the job done? It does get the job done. It has Steam, it has OBS, it has Office programs, you can use Wine, it has wide support, and basically, it just works. It just works. This is the most easiest way to get into Linux. Um, Other than that, we're just gonna try to rise up this Pop OS installation. I might not be doing the full rise with the fonts and whatnot, but if I do remember it, maybe we will. When we're getting Fuka OS soon, I don't know. Fuka OS. Actually, nah. Maybe I could like modify Windows XP to make it sort of my quote unquote OS. I mean, it has been open sourced anyway. I mean, I mean, leaked is the thing. It's not open source. Windows was never open source. Then again, okay. Maybe I'll review Windows XP sometime. Maybe as like a nostalgia trip. I'll increase the resolution here to 1920 by 1080, mostly because I can't really work with a low resolution thingy. Pay me for my idea. I will. I will pay you in exposure. Not exposure. Oh, okay. No. Right. That's a weird resolution. 1922 by 1080. I mean, that's what you get for streaming on OBS. Okay, do we have OBS installed? Okay, they have Flatpak built into pay me 13% for every version you sell from Fuka OS. I will pay you 13% until Microsoft gives me a cease and desist order. Okay. So, thankfully it's a bigger workspace. You guys can still see it. So, one of the things that I didn't expect that Pop OS would have is Flatpak support. Basically, what that means, you can install more programs easier. From where I usually main, which is Arch Linux, I have to manually install that. It takes me about like 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes. And it's pain. It is pain. I will pay 13% of the money it takes to you when you get out of jail when Microsoft gets you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So, do we continue on with the rice? Fine. We're gonna continue on with the rice. Another thing, I think it's Capuchin. There. This is the theme that I really like when it comes to anything that's GNOME. If I download anything that has GNOME inside, which is basically like the shell that Linux, that Pop OS is using, you bet your butt I'm gonna install Capuchin. Like Capuchin? Capuchin. Damn, I became Russian there for a bit. Anything is fine. I like to get the macchiato. How do I install this? Yeah, me neither. Okay, it's been a while since I installed any um, theme whatsoever because I am using LXDE right now for my Linux distro, and there's no such thing as themes. Well, there is kind of, but it's more like the Windows Classic kind of thing. So we'd have to do this. What? 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 They have that too? Okay. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Explore posts. Macchiato. They won't let me install. Okay, we just have to do the good old use GitHub. Does no. Doesn't even work like that. I remember there was like an easy way to do it. I remember. But now I don't really remember. I think it's like I need to research this boy. I need to research this boy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in a separate Firefox tab. Ooh, there we go. No, stable diffusion. Ew. Capuchin for GTK. No, it's not GTK, it's Genome. There we go. Is that hearing? Is that no? Okay. Thankfully, nothing wrong. Okay. Tweaks. Oh, it's in tweaks. It's tweaks. There's the thing. Thank you for reminding me that tweaks exists. And Pop! OS hasn't. Yikes! Pop! OS hasn't implemented that yet. I think it's like a sudo apt get genome tweaks. I'm not sure. I don't remember the command for it. I don't think you need that. No, you don't need that. How to install genome tweak. There we go. I'm as clueless as you are as well. There, genome tweak too. Okay. If that doesn't work, we're just gonna sudo add. Sudo apt install genome tweak. Invalid operation. Oh, dum alert. Okay. Still dum. Genome, okay. Is it now genome tweaks? Nope, it's not genome tweaks either. Maybe I just have to get the repository. Sudo repository. Repository, then yes. Okay, that should work hopefully. Tweak tool. Okay, now I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. I remember before it's just a sudo apt and isinstall. Let's I'm sorry. Oh there, genome tweaks. English is my second language. I am not I'm not from any English speaking native country. Um Weeks. There we go. At least we have it now. At least we have it now. Pop, definitely. Pop, shell. I think we have to put that in themes, if I am correct. Fonts, I think I'm fine with the fonts that Pop OS provides. The window title bars, though, I really like to have a maximize and minimize thing. It's just quite inconvenient. It feels weird. It feels weird only having an X and a minus. Doing that on the left kind of feels Mac OS-y, so I'll be leaving it there. Okay, then Cappuccin Team Macchiato. I really like the Macchiato team. No, not GTK 3. We are getting it for Genome. Maybe they just like have everything in here. Yep, they have everything. So macchiato, standard, rose water. Or peach. Yeah, let's just do no, that's standard. Oh yeah. Now, I think this will be fine for now. So let's just extract that one to our downloads. Show the files. Okay. Okay. Index theme, genome shell. Nope, not that. Okay. So we just have to eat this into the extras, I think. No, not extras. To the tweaks. How do I do that? I have no clue. I forgot. Look, my genome days are long over. But I'm just here to show you basically the taste of Linux. I'm showing you the best, then we're just gonna get to weird and obscure ones. Okay, themes. Okay, thank you for that. I think if we could just go to root. Yep. This one. Huh. I remember it was in a directory. I'll install themes. If it doesn't, okay. Icon themes, genome shell themes. There you go. Okay, blah blah blah. Where do I go? Oh, that themes. Wait, you can do that? Okay. Files. Search. And it's not letting me go anywhere. Last time that I did this was like 2-3 months. Wait, home folder. No, not there. This is the home folder. Oh, okay. We dum. Okay. Name it that already exists, but why is it not here? Do I have to like desktop downloads? Come on. Oh, Control H. Okay, okay, okay. My bad, my bad. Folders are hidden, especially when you add the dot. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. I see, I see. I am an arch person that uses LXQT. All of that is now out of my brain. Themes. Okay. Um, Either I put it like that, or I copy and paste this one. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Okay. Now we're just gonna close that. Go to tweaks. And what's happening here? Oh, okay. Ah, yes, forgetting about step 1. I forgot to download the user theme extension. Ah, yikes. Just turn that on, I think. Yep. Genome Genome not is not easy to customize. That's why I prefer KDE. Yeah, exactly. Like KDE, honestly, for me, you could customize it much more. But if you it just needs a lot of work. It's not that easy, like boom, here's the dock. Boom. um but honestly, yeah. If you don't want to mess with all of these stuff and like have a headache, you can go KDE. Yeah. For me, I'm just striving for as light as possible. Because if I'm gonna have Genome, at that point, freaking have Windows. It's like... Wait. Well, honestly... Yeah, it's bloaty. It's bloaty! Genome is bloaty. Genome is bloaty. If you want a full experience, well, it's still being lightweight, there's KDE. If there's no if you don't want KDE, you can use the Mate. Yeah, you can use the Mate desktop. You know, there's FXCE. Hell, if you're too desperate, there's i3. Get a window manager. Extras, exactly, indeed. Tweaks, now please work. Thank you. And now it should just change. Okay. Katushin. Yep. Cursor, pop. Okay. Zoom. Okay. There we go. And I guess there goes your themes. It's good. The thing is, I don't know why that one is still there. Let me try tweaks again. Like, I know in KDE, you just like have to install something and then like you can... It's more like a GUI. Not like in the tweaks kind of thing. More like click and install. I remember there was like a legacy title bar. I remember if it's... Yeah, shell. Nope. Cursor, icons. Okay. This one just ruins everything. Cursor, icons. You can do Pop OS branding. Or just pop there. Okay. Iwata na. I don't really like the Iwata thing. And honestly, you can just do basically a lot. But from the conversation that we just had, Genome is quite hard to tweak. But I restart the shell? Damn, we have to restart the whole thing. Okay. Honestly, in that case, if we just have to restart the shell, we're just gonna restart. The joys of having an M.2 NVMe SSD. Actually, there was like this one VTuber and their last name was NVMe. I'm like, hey yo, that's a nice reference. Jeebus. I wish I could main Linux on my current system right now that I'm streaming on, which is a G14, but gosh darn it, Asus. They just hate Ubuntu. They just hate Ubuntu. They hate Ubuntu with a passion. So like, even if I install like the Intel Wi-Fi card here, not everything's going to work. There's still why not use Bazzite? Is that a... It has an Asus version. Bazzite. I haven't heard of that I haven't heard of that distro yet. Bazzite. Oh, Linux gaming. Because the one that I'm using right now is Endeavor OS. It's Arch based one. This one is a Fedora. Nam. Fedora. That's new. We're going to install that on stream. We're going to install that on stream next time. Okay, that makes me happy. Hey, and you could choose it. You could choose the desktop environment before you install. It has the Genome, KDE, Budgie. Budgie's good. Primary even has NVIDIA drivers. You know, installing NVIDIA drivers on Linux without having it pre-built? No, don't even try. Don't even try. Don't even try. Don't even try. That's why I recommend a distro that at least that's my actual password. That's not it. So like, if you can find a distro with Linux drivers built in, like Pop OS, get that. Especially if you have an NVIDIA card. If you have an AMD card, then congrats. You're in favor. You're in favor of the Linux overlords. And you don't have to do anything. Intel 2 is about the same thing. Like, back then on my previous laptops, my previous ThinkPads, everything fucking worked. You throw in Ubuntu, it works. You throw in I don't know, friggin' Arch. Yeah, that works. Linux Mint. Yeah, go ahead. Hannah Montana Linux. Sure. Heck, even the Hackintoshes work. Disclaimer, I do not use Hackintoshes right now, just in case. I don't want to get sued by Apple. NVIDIA's the base, but now the NVK things are about to get the same. Yeah, thankfully. I mean, once you get the NVIDIA drivers installed on Linux, I would say that they're better than Windows. I'm not kidding, they are better. I mean, this is someone who uses it both on gaming-wise. Gaming-wise, obviously, Windows is gonna blow the heck out of Linux. But they're not that far off. And when it comes to productivity tasks, especially stuff that needs like CUDA, yeah, no. Linux by far is much more stable, less errors, and less of a headache. Honestly, after the stream ends, I'm about to like yeet up my second Endeavor OS installation. and like rise the hell out of that one. I installed Genome in that one. Uh, no, did I? Yeah, I installed Genome in that one. So I'll be doing this thing yet again. This time in a more drowsier state. But my God, if you guys want to, maybe, um, maybe I'll show my desktop on Endeavor OS on my on Twitter. That would be very. I'll just let everyone show what is happening. What is that? Is that okay? We don't talk about that. I think that's a Pop OS thing. Yep, that's a Pop OS thing. Just ignore that. This is our show applications. This is our workspace launcher. I mean, basically anything that you could open here, it works. If you want to run Windows applications like Wine, I mean, if you want to run applications that are only on Windows, like Office, Wine, yeah, that works. For example, what if you want to chat Discord? Let's go and install Discord. Let's just see this in the face of a gamer. They want to play Valorant. Does Linux support Valorant? I'm not sure. I don't play Valorant. They just want to play their games. They just want to play their games. They want to talk to everyone. Basically, the whole 9 yards. Valorant doesn't work on Linux. No, yeah. But that's okay. It's not a loss for me. I don't really like Valorant anyway. But damn. If only VTubing applications or supported on Linux. I mean, sure, they work through Wine, but not as good. Okay. At this point, it's more of an issue with my internet. There we go. Deb. So, I don't know. To put it simply, if you want an easy, happy-go-lucky Linux experience, you could go with Ubuntu. That boy's easy. Then you get to Fedora. Fedora is Arch on easy mode. Then we have Arch. You did something wrong? Well, frick. Compile again from scratch, buckaroo. Compile again from scratch. Downloading the operating system takes too slow. You forgot to mirror. You forgot to add in the mirrors. Go back to the start. Basically, if you screw up on anything, you go back to the start. There is no hope for you. You go back to the start. It's really on hard mode. It's really on hard mode. I mean, it's so hard. I don't use regular Arch. I used to do regular Arch, but ever since make install has stopped working, especially since LSCP kind of feels annoying to do every time. I just said, frick it, I'm gonna install Endeavor OS. It's technically just Arch still, you know. Arch is where the soft boys are at. That is why I use Arch. I use Arch, by the way. I use that meme, that freaking meme. I use Arch, by the way. Use Arch. I use Arch. No. Honestly, please don't use Arch. Don't use Arch. Use Fedora if you have to. Use Fedora. I'm not kidding. Use Fedora. It's not sudo as Pacman, sure. No, it's not sudo Pacman, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Does everything Arch does in a less painful way. But hey, it could be worse. You could be installing Manjaro. Yeah. But yeah. There you have. You have Discord for all of your messaging needs. You have Steam for everything that you have to game on. And if you are a streamer, you have OBS Studio. Yes. So what don't you have that isn't the necessities? Honestly, for office applications, I just use Google Docs. At least it's universal with everywhere. Even you can even access it on phones without needing to install proprietary software. Um, it's just easy. It's just easy. That's why I don't even have any Office on my main Windows machine right now. I mean my main Windows install. No sign of Office. It's just the stuff that I cannot run on Linux. Okay, there. Steam is working. There was one thing on my mind as well. That I was thinking of. Ah, yeah, video editing. So you want to be a content creator, but you don't want to use Windows, and you don't want to use Mac OS. Well, then again, Mac OS costs an arm and a leg. So who would ever want to use Mac OS? Like, as an Apple user, as well. Don't. I mean, if if you want your iPhone to work well with your MacBook, sure, get Mac OS. But unless if you're planning to yeet into Apple's walled garden, Linux. What do you call this? Yeah, I think this should support Linux. It should. DaVinci Resolve. If not, it should also be in the Pop Shop. Yep, there we go. DaVinci Resolve 18.6. Not the studio because I am broke. First name. Mike. Slong. Email. No, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I just do these kind of things. Yes. No. State. I'm in a state of insanity. Idaho. Zip code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No at thankyou.com. There you go. And there goes your DaVinci Resolve. Really 40. Okay. This isn't an issue with Linux. This is just an issue with Philippine internet. For the people who aren't aware, if you live in the Philippines, your internet is doo-doo. Like my current internet plan right now is running at 140 megabytes per second, but it doesn't feel like 140 megabytes per second, as you could see by how fast I'm downloading things here. No, that's not 140 megabytes per second. It just is how it is. I guess next time we could look into what I main, then we could look into Fedora next. And then we're gonna yeet around in several different desktop environments. We're gonna yeet into KDE, Budgie, LXDE, LXQT. Um, what else is there? i3. I have no idea how i3 works. I'm still so confused with i3. I mean, yes, it saves a lot of resources, but that much? Such much? Such much? I mean, have some standards. At least get LXQT. Please get LXQT. But yeah, in other programs, battery optimization should be good here, especially if you own a ThinkPad. Um, just basically, or any used business laptops like the Latitudes, the ProBooks. Um, I'm not sure about the Vostros though. I don't really like the Vostros, but basically those high-end old or new that business laptops. Those boys work very well with Linux. Like it just works. The gaming laptops, they don't. They don't. They don't. Good luck. But yeah. Honestly, I think this is basically what I could say about Pop OS. It's a quick and easy way to get into Linux. Has tons of support for games. Has NVIDIA drivers pre-installed. Um, just don't get Ubuntu. Just don't get Ubuntu. This is much more better than Ubuntu, and yet I would still prefer something else like Fedora or Endeavor OS. Um, but I'll get into those in a future video. Yeah, this is a short stream. Yeah, but I'll be uploading this VOD on YouTube for people who hasn't seen it or haven't been able to come to the stream, which is all right. Then again, it is like 9, no, actually 11 p.m. here. I am quite sleepy. I had just like what, an hour and a half of like running, and I am also quite sleepy too. So I don't want to keep you guys hanging around for longer. So thank you everyone for being here. And next time, we're gonna see more stuff about Linux. We're just gonna dive deeper and deeper into this rabbit hole. Yes, yes. But yeah, this is Fukato Fume, your local virtual assistant from a bygone era, and I will be seeing you guys very soon. So I'll be signing off now, and bye bye. Oh yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you One. Thank you XMR Wick. Thank you Fuyu for being here. So thank you for being great peeps, and for everyone else who have been lurking or who have just passed by. Yeah. So yeah. Fukato's gonna sign out now and pass out. So bye bye.